Hey everybody, it is late at night and I am Norman. I have a few watch straps now that I absolutely love. In the past I've done videos on some of the brilliant watch straps that I had at that point in time. So I figured it was time to revisit watch straps. So tonight we're going to go over some of my favorite straps and, more importantly, where I got them. So if you like them and are interested in them, you could track down similar straps yourself. So let us begin. Alright, so I have 8 straps to share with you, and I'm going to go in order of straps that are just great up to my absolute favorite. So we're going to begin with a Bund strap. This is a Vario, and it was actually a gift to the channel, and I'm still super grateful to that brand for sending it, this and a second Bund strap. After they saw one of my videos discussing the Bund style strap, they decided to send these. And honestly, if it wasn't for this strap, I would not own this watch anymore. I would have sold it off. But once I saw what it looked like on this strap, it suddenly became a keeper. I don't wear it often. This isn't my typical style. But when I'm in a leather jacket mood, this is most likely going to be the piece on my wrist. So it has gotten some wrist time. It's just when I'm in kind of a strange mood. I'm sure over the winter it's going to be getting some more time as well. This thing is just invincible. It's so rugged and tough and looks great. I like this style of Bund strap where it kind of curves on the sides like this. It's not just a super wide cuff all the way around. Very cool. Thanks again to Vario for this. They also make brilliant watches. At some point I need to get a Vario in person so I can do a review of it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Now I've been on the hunt for a brilliant blue strap that I could put on the Dolce Vita and make it even more Cartier tank style. This was my first attempt here, and it's so dark that it pretty much just looks like a black strap with blue stitching, and unfortunately, purpley blue color on the sides of the strap. So yeah, I've never really worn this strap at all. But I later found this one, which is the closest to what I'm after that I've found yet. I was planning on putting this on the Dolce Vita and the Seiko Dolce after I saw a Theo and Harris video where on the wrist there was a vintage, I'm guessing Rolex, on a blue strap, and it looked amazing. So amazing that I ended up getting the Seiko Dolce because it kind of had a similar aesthetic from a distance. The only problem with this strap is, again, there's that purpley color on the side. I just wish it was a really dark blue or black instead, because it looks so weird having that bright, almost primary color purple on the side. But this hue of blue is amazing. Hopefully you can see that in video, in this lighting. But this strap is from Harpy Leather VN on Etsy. So I'll put a link to that shop. That is one of the Vietnamese strap companies that I've purchased from. and I absolutely love their work. Vietnamese watch straps are just phenomenal. Now for my hunt for a blue strap, when I actually feel like paying some decent money, I can probably get exactly what I'm after from Veblenist, because they will customize straps. So if you find a blue color, but you want the strap to be a bit different, you can just order it and specify that. So I think I saw an unlined, unstitched blue that I liked. And according to them, if I remember correctly, you can order that strap and request that it be lined and fully stitched. But those straps are around $100 and I just haven't felt like spending that yet. These are about half that, so. Oh, and what makes my hunt for a blue strap even tougher is I need a 17mm. That's really why it's been such a challenge. Next up, we have a brand and style of strap that I loved so much I bought a whole bunch of them. And that is Rios 1931. These are shell Cordovan straps, and look at the finish on them. The only problem with these straps is they're kind of stiff and thick. Compared to some of the straps that I've encountered since purchasing these. But the positive of that is they are really sturdy. So if you want a strap that's 100% dressy and yet tough at the same time, these are the ones. I found these on eBay. So if you do some searching there for Rios shell Cordovan straps, you should find some. I think I paid $30 or $40 for these. But yeah, they are absolutely gorgeous. They're just not quite as comfortable as some of the more pliable straps. And for my wrist, they're a little bit long. As you can see, I wear them at the smallest hole in the strap, so yeah, a little bit long for me. Here we have the first genuine lizard strap that I've ever owned, and this is on a Veblenist buckle, and this has a Veblenist buckle on it, but that is not the brand. This was actually just a general internet search, so I don't recall exactly where I purchased it. But I do know that if you search for genuine lizard straps, you'll find some good ones. And they have extreme taper on them if you're needing a watch that would look good on such a taper like the Max Bill. On straps that don't have such an extreme taper, the strap almost overwhelms the watch itself. But this makes it look nice and balanced. It's a thin strap and it was just kind of made for this watch. It wasn't terribly expensive, but I don't recall exactly where I got it. And having lost all of my historic emails, I can't look any receipts up, but it wasn't terribly difficult to find, so just do some searching for genuine lizard straps and you should find something comparable to this. Next up, we have another strap from a Vietnamese watch strap company. This one is by Vinist Leather. And this is genuine lizard as well. The strap is thicker than the one we just looked at, and it's a little bit shorter. So you can see that I'm wearing it a couple holes out from the shortest one. And the overhang of this leftover portion of the strap isn't very long, so it's not sticking out on the other side of my wrist. For me personally, this is actually the perfect length for watch straps. So when I'm shopping for straps, I will remind myself of what the measurements are on this one and try and find similar. Also, these straps have the coolest buckles. They're polished and brushed in the centerpiece. Polished along the sides there. They look great. They're really high quality. Just awesome looking straps. And I've seen these on other straps as well that aren't these Vietnamese ones, but I think I've even seen them on their own on Etsy. But Vinist Leather is another shop that I found on Etsy. And I'll have a link to that shop in the description below. This looks so great on the Seiko Dolce. Next up, the pull router. We have a Veblenist strap. And this one is unlined and unstitched. You can barely make out some branding there. It's very pliable and thin. Oh, there is stitching here, but not along the sides. And I actually have this buckle on this strap. It says IWC. It is not really an IWC buckle. I bought this one because it's shorter. I needed to micro adjust this strap just a little bit tighter. And I just love the shape of this buckle. So I just have to ignore the IWC on it. It looks great. But yeah, like I mentioned, Veblenist is sort of a bespoke strap company. You shop through the straps that they have there, and you can customize them by just letting the brand know what you want done. Very cool. However, these are kind of expensive. I've definitely seen other straps that are way more spendy than these, but these do come in at around $100. And finally, my favorite strap that I own currently, and this one was kind of a surprise. So I found this strap on Etsy. It was listed as vintage. However, the shop name is Vintage Watchmaker 67. So I don't know if vintage was kind of a thing that they do, because this was definitely a brand new strap. So if it is truly vintage, this thing was never worn and really well preserved. It's Swiss made. It's very thin, pliable, and shiny. And so smooth. The stitching on here is great. It tapers quite a bit. It's kind of long, but I'm wearing it on the second hole out, and it does overhang a bit, but it looks so great on this watch with the thinness of it. Yeah. On this watch, this strap is definitely my favorite. Absolutely brilliant. I don't recall exactly what I paid for it. I believe it was around $50 or $60. Yeah, that's so great. So there you have it, a few brilliant straps that I've stumbled upon and where I got them. Thanks for watching.